I still remember the exact moment my heart cracked into dot. It was a Tuesday afternoon, the kind where sunlight spills through the kitchen window and everything feels safe. Until it doesn't. Dot. My name is Emily, I'm 28, and for the last 3 years I've been living in the house I grew up in, the same house my grandmother poured her entire life into. Grandma Rose raised me after my parents passed when I was 9. This little blue house with the creaky porch and the rose bush she planted by hand. It's more than walls. It's her heartbeat. That day, I came home early from work because I wanted to surprise her with her favorite lemon cake. I was humming, keys jingling, thinking about how her eyes would light up. But the second I opened the door, I froze out. My older sister, Lauren, was standing in the living room, arms crossed, face red with rage. Grandma was in her armchair, tiny and fragile at 82, clutching the arms like she was holding on for dear life. Lauren's voice sliced through the air like glass breaking. If you won't agree to go to a home, then get out. Pack your things and leave tonight. I dropped my bag. The cake box hit the floor with a sad little thud. Lauren, what are you doing? I screamed. She whipped around, eyes wild. Stay out of this, Emily. This is between me and her. She's stubborn, she's costing us money, and I'm done pretending this is normal. Grandma's lips trembled. She looked so small. The woman who used to carry me on her back when I was little, who stayed up all night when I had fever, who taught me that family is everything, was being told to leave the only home she'd ever owned. I rushed to Grandma's side, kneeling, holding her cold hands. Lauren, this is her house. She paid for it. She raised us in it. You can't do this. My sister laughed, cold and bitter. Actually, I can. I looked it up. Since Dad died, the deed is in both our names because we're the only heirs. I have every right to sell, and I'm selling. She goes to a facility or she goes nowhere. Her choice. I felt the floor disappear beneath me. How had I missed this? How had my own sister turned into someone I didn't recognize? What I didn't know yet was that the next 60 minutes would destroy everything Lauren thought she had control over. I couldn't breathe properly for the rest of that afternoon. Lauren stormed out, saying she'd be back at 7 p.m. with a realtor and the paperwork. Be reasonable, Grandma, or security will help you leave. She threw over her shoulder like it was nothing. The door slammed. Silence swallowed the house. Grandma wouldn't look at me. She just stared at her wrinkled hands and whispered, I never thought I'd be a burden to my own blood. That word, burden, shattered me all over again. I sat on the floor in front of her, tears streaming. You are not a burden. You are my whole world. She finally met my eyes, and there was something different in them. Not defeat. Something steady. Emily, she said softly, go to my bedroom. Top drawer of the dresser, under the handkerchiefs. Bring me the blue folder. I obeyed, legs shaking. The folder was heavy. Inside were documents I'd never seen, the original deed, life insurance papers, and a will, dated just 6 months ago, signed and notarized. I carried it back like it was on fire. Grandma took a slow breath. Your grandfather and I always knew Lauren was different. When your father died, we changed everything. The house never went to both of you. It's been in a trust for years. For you, Emily, only you. My mouth went dry. What? She nodded. Lauren Lead. She forged papers to scare me. She's been trying to force me out so she could pressure you into selling and take half. But she doesn't own a single brick of this house. You do. I felt rage rise up so fast it scared me. My own sister had looked her grandmother in the eye and tried to throw her out on the street, knowing she was lying the entire time. All for money. I wanted to scream, to call Lauren every name under the sun. But Grandma touched my cheek. Anger is loud, darling. Truth is quiet. Let's be quiet. For now. 6:42 p.m. headlights swept across the window. Lauren was back early, realtor in tow, smug smile already in place. She walked in like she owned the world. Time's up. Where's Grandma's suitcase? I stood up slowly, the blue folder in my hands. My voice didn't even shake. Actually, Lauren, you're the one who needs to leave. Lauren laughed until she saw the folder. I opened it, held up the trust documents. The notarized will, the proof that the house had been mine alone for years. You lied. You forged documents. You terrified an 82-year-old woman for money that was never yours. The realtor's face went pale. He took one look at the paperwork, muttered something about title issues, and practically ran back to his car. Lauren's mask cracked. This can't be real. Grandma's confused. She's old. Grandma Rose stood up then, slow but steady, walked over, and looked my sister straight in the eye. I was never confused, Lauren. I was patient. There's a difference. Lauren tried to argue, tried to grab the papers, but I stepped between them. You have exactly 5 minutes to get off my property before I call the police for trespassing and attempted fraud. For the first time in my life, I saw my sister scared. Really scared. She started crying, begging, saying she was drowning in debt, that she didn't mean it, that the damage was done. Some cracks can't be glued back together, Dot. She left with nothing but the lies she came in with, Dot. The door closed behind her. Grandma and I stood there in the quiet house that was finally truly safe. I helped Grandma back to her chair. She took my hand and smiled the softest smile. Some people think love is weak, she whispered. But love protected this home long before any of us were ready to fight for it. That night, I blocked Lauren's number. I changed the locks the next day. And every evening since, I sit with Grandma on the porch. Watching the roses she planted bloom brighter than ever, I learned something I'll never forget. The sweetest revenge isn't loud or cruel, Dot, it's simply the truth. Waiting patiently for its moment to speak, Dot, and when it does, it speaks for the ones who never stopped loving, even when they were betrayed. If you're watching this and someone has made you feel small, worthless, or afraid in your own home, please remember, the quiet ones often hold the strongest cards. Protect your peace. Protect the people who loved you first, and trust that justice has its own perfect timing, Dot. Thank you for letting me share Grandma's story and mine. I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong.